The book of Isaiah, chapter 1, verse 28. But he crushes everyone who sins and rebels against him. He will kill everyone who forsakes him. I would like to give all praises and honor and glory to Almighty Yahweh Yahushai. I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Almighty Yahweh Yahushai. Double honors to the men of GMS who rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. This is Brother Boaz on the set once again. They that forsake him will be destroyed, okay? If you forsake Yahweh Yahushai, you will be destroyed, okay? This thing is going down. We in the midst of World War III, okay? A thermonuclear destruction, okay? It's destined for America, okay? If you love your life and if you love your family, you come back into Yahweh Yahushua while you still can. The book of Isaiah, chapter 1, verse 20. But if you defy me, you are doomed to die. I, Yahweh, have spoken. You disrespect Yahweh, Yahushai, you destined to die, okay? You're not going to make it out with your life when this thing goes down, okay? You have to call upon the name of Yahweh, Yahushai, so you can make it out with your life when this thing goes down, okay? If you don't worship Yahweh, Yahushai, you will be destroyed, okay? There's no two ways, if, as, or buts about it, okay? If you don't worship Almighty Yahweh Yahushai, you will be destined to be destroyed. If you forsake Yahushai, you're destined to be destroyed. The book of Second Chronicles, chapter 15, verse 13. Any young or old male or female who did not worship him was to be put to death. Okay, if you don't worship Almighty Yahweh Yahushai, you're destined to be put to death. That's what this is about, okay? Serving Yahweh Yahushai, calling upon him in a day of trouble, okay? That's what this is, okay? Russia will jump in with this nuclear war, okay, and drop missiles on America and destroy it and making her desolate, okay? So that's why you have to worship Almighty Yahweh Yahushai, okay? That's what this is about. Okay, if you want to know what this is about, if you forsake Almighty Yahweh Yahushai, you will be put to death. Okay, that's what this is about. You will be put to death. Okay, serve Almighty Yahweh Yahushai or get put to death or get put straight to death. Okay, that's what this is. That's what this is all about. The book of Exodus, chapter 22, verse 20. Condemn to death anyone who offers sacrifices to any god except to me, Yahweh. Okay, so if you're going to be condemned to death if you worship any other god except Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. Okay, if you forsake Almighty Yahweh Shai, you will get put to death. That's what this thing is about. You will get put to death. Okay, this thing is going down. You got your last warnings, okay? And this is it's going down, okay? It's going down, okay? These are your last warnings, okay? Come back to Yahweh Yahushai while you still can, okay? So you don't get put to death. If you forsake him, you will get put to death. Second Ezra chapter 15, verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the word of prophecy which I will put in thou's mouth, said Yahweh, and write them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them that speak against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, said Yahweh, I will bring plague upon the world and upon sword and famine, death and destruction. The wicked will, the wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Okay, that's it. The hurtful works are fulfilled. Okay, the hurtful works are fulfilled. That's what this is about. Okay, the hurtful works are fulfilled. Okay, serving, yeah. Now the only thing that's left is to serve Almighty Yahweh Yahweh Shai. Okay, so you can make it out with your life when this thing goes down. Okay, serving Yahweh Yahweh Shai. If you don't, you will be put to death straight up. Okay, if you don't serve Almighty Yahweh Yahweh Shai. The book of Isaiah, chapter 66, verse 15. Yahweh will come with fire. He will ride on his wings of a storm to punish those who he is angry with. By fire and sword, he will punish all those people of the world whom he finds guilty, and many will be put to death. Okay, many will get put to death. Okay, if you don't serve Almighty Yahweh Yahweh Shai, okay, many's gonna get put to death. Okay, he's gonna do a lot of death and killing and destruction. Okay, and bloodshed for the controversy of Zion. Okay. That's what this is about, for the controversy of Zion. Okay. The book of Isaiah, chapter 34, verse 8. This is the time when Yahweh will rescue Zion and take vengeance on her enemies. Okay, this is the time. Okay, Yahweh Shai is going to take vengeance on us. Okay, and he's going to drop nuclear weapons on this country. Okay, and burn into a nuclear crisp. Okay, that's why you have to come back into Yahweh Shai while you still can. Okay. That's why you have to come back into Yahweh Shai while you still can. The book of Isaiah, chapter 35, verse 4. Tell everyone who is discouraged, be strong and don't be afraid. Yahweh is coming to your rescue, coming to punish your enemies. Okay, so Yahweh Shai is going to punish these our enemies. Okay, all these so-called white people that been oppressing us. Okay, and all the other nations. Okay, he's going to punish these other nations, and the chief and foremost, the so-called white man. Okay, he's coming to punish these people. Okay, that's what this is about. Okay, so you hang tight and call upon the name of Yahweh Yahweh Shai. Okay, that's what this is about. Okay, he's going to punish these people. Okay, and put them straight to death. Okay, he's coming to punish these people. Okay, that's what this is all about. Okay, one moment. The book of Isaiah 63, verse 1. Who is this coming from the city of Basra and Edom? Who is who is this who's splendidly dressed in red, marching along in power and strength? It is Yahweh, powerful to save, coming to announce his victory. Why is his clothing so red like that? Someone who tramples grapes to the wine that make wine. Yahweh answered, I have trampled the nations like grapes, and no one came to help me. I trampled them in my anger, and their blood has stained all my clothes. I have decided that the time to save my people had come. It had it was time to punish their enemies, okay, to punish these so-called white folks, okay, the so-called white man, okay. Drop missiles on this place already, okay. Drop nuclear weapons on this place already and make it desolate. We already here, okay. All the other countries, they're gonna get sick of America and drop nuclear weapons on this country, okay, and making it desolate and destroying it, okay. Call upon the names of Yahweh, Yahushai, okay. That's what this is about, okay. Call it upon His divine and holy name, okay. That's what this is all about, okay? Yahweh Shai is coming to destroy our enemies, okay? He took many captives, okay, and gave gifts to men, okay? He's going to put these people into straight slavery, okay? They're going to get put straight into slavery. What we need to do is keep calling upon a name, hold on tight, and keep posture. That's what we need to do. The book of Psalms. The book of Psalms, chapter 127, 27, verse 13. I know that I will live to see Yahweh's goodness in this present life. Trust in Yahweh, have faith, do not despair. Trust in Yahweh, okay? So we just need to trust in Almighty Yahweh, okay? And he's going to make it come to pass, okay? He's going to make our wrongs into rights. The book of Psalms 28, verse 4. Punish them for what they have done, for the evil they have committed. Punish them for all their deeds. Give them what they deserve, okay? So give them for what they deserve, okay? Give them for what they deserve, okay? And punish them, okay? And destroy them, okay? That's what this is all about, okay? Punish our enemies, okay? Give them for what they deserve, okay? And call upon the names of Yahweh, Yahushai, so we can make it out of here with if you want to make it out of here with your life when this thing goes down, okay? That's what this is about, okay? This place is destined to be destroyed. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 4, verse 23. I looked at the earth, it was a barren waste. At the sky, there was no light, okay? Thermonuclear destruction on this place. I looked at the mountains, they were shaking, and the hills were rocking back and forth. I saw that there was no people, even the birds had flown away. The fertile land have become the desert. Its cities were in ruins because of Yahweh's fierce anger, okay? Because of Yahweh's fierce anger, okay? Okay, this place was destroyed, okay, and made desolate, okay? It was because of Yahweh's fierce anger. So that's why we need to keep calling upon His holy and divine name so we can make it out of here with our life when this thing goes down, okay? Iran, Russia, they're going to drop nuclear weapons on this country, okay, and destroy it, okay? This place is destroyed, okay? You call upon the name of Yahweh, Yahushai, so we can make it out of here with our life when this thing goes down, okay? Calling upon the name of Yahweh, Yahushai, so we can make it out of here with our life when this thing goes down. That's what this is all about. Calling upon His holy and divine name, so we can make it. That's what this is about. Okay. Calling upon His divine and holy name. Okay. And I'll skip it a beat, okay? Let's get it. The book of Luke. The book of Luke, chapter 17, verse 26. As it was in the time of Noah, so it will be in the days of the Son of Man. Everyone kept on eating and drinking, and men and women were married up to the very day Noah went into the boat, and the flood came and killed them all. Okay, on this go around, it's going to be thorough nuclear destruction, destroying this place, okay, making it desolate, okay. That's what this is all about, okay, destroying this place. The book of Luke, chapter 17, verse 28. It will be as if it was in that time of Lot, everyone kept eating and drinking, buying and selling, planting and building. On the days Lot and left Sodom, fire and sulfur rained down from heaven and killed them all. That is how it will be on the day the Son of Man is revealed. Okay, that's how it's going to be. Okay, this place is going to go up in smoke. Okay, this place is going to go up in smoke. Okay, yeah, I wish I was going to punish our enemies. The book of Second Peter chapter 2 verse 5. Yahweh did not spare the ancient world, but brought the flood on the world of the godless people. The only ones he saved were Noah, who preached righteousness, and 7 other people. Yahweh condemned the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah, destroying them with fire, and made them an example of what will happen to the godless. He rescued Lot, a good man who was distressed by the immoral conduct of lawless people. That good man lived among them, and day after day will suffer agony as he saw and heard their evil actions. And so Yahweh knows how to rescue the godly people from their trials and how to keep the wicked under punishment for the day of punishment. Okay, so Yahweh knows how to rescue the godly out of the trials. Okay, Yahweh knows how to do that. Okay, that's what this is about. Okay, the book of Second Peter chapter 3 verse 3. First of all, you must understand that in the last days some people will come appearing whose lives are controlled by their own lust. They will make fun of you. Okay, that's these scoffers out here. Okay, that's these scoffers out here. Okay, always making fun. Okay, not taking nothing serious. Okay, not thinking that America could be destroyed. Okay, that's what this is about. Okay, not thinking that America is could be destroyed. And will, as he promised to come, didn't he? Where is he? Our ancestors have already died, but everything is still the same as it was from the creation of the world. They purified, they purposely ignored the fact that long ago Yahweh gave commandments and the heavens and earth were created. The earth was formed out of water and by water, and it was so by water, the water of the flood, that the old world was destroyed. But the heavens and the earth that are now exist are being preserved by the same commands of Yahweh in order to destroy it by fire. They will be kept for the day when the godless people will be judged and destroyed. Okay, so this place is going to be destroyed. Okay, this is it's nothing going to be left in America. Okay, this place is going to be destroyed. Okay, there's nothing left in here. Okay, there's nothing left in here. Okay, this place is going to be destroyed. Okay, you have to call upon the names of Almighty Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, so you can make it out of here with your life when this thing goes down. Verse 8. But do not forget one thing, my dear friends. There is no difference in Yahweh's sight between one day and 1,000 years. To him, the two are the same. Yahweh is not slow to do what he has promised, as some think. Instead, he is patient with you because he does not want anyone to be destroyed, but want all to turn away from their sins. But the day of Yahweh will come like a thief. On that day, the heavens will disappear with a shrill noise. The heavenly bodies will burn up and be destroyed, and the earth and everything in it will vanish. Okay, thermonuclear destruction. Okay, destroying this place. Okay, making it desolate. Okay, that's what this is about. Since all these things will happen to destroy this way, what kind of people should you be? Your life should be holy and dedicated to Yahweh. As you wait for the day of Yahweh to do your best to make it come, the day when the heavens will burn up and be destroyed, and the heavenly bodies will be melted away by heat. But we wait for what Yahweh has promised: new heavens and a new earth where righteousness will be at home. And so many, and so, my dear friends, as you wait for the day, do your best to be purified and faultless in Yahweh's sight, and to be at peace with Him. Look on our look on our Yahweh's patience as the opportunity he gives you to be saved, just as our dear friend Paul wrote to you using the wisdom that Yahweh gave him. Okay, so that's what this is about. Okay, coming back to unto Almighty Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. Okay, so you can make it out of here with your life when this thing goes down. The book of Yoel, chapter 3, verse 12. The nations must get ready and come to the valley of judgment. Here I, Yahweh, will sit to judge all the surrounding nations. Okay, Yahweh Shai is going to judge these nations. Okay, he's mad and furious with their armies. He's going to destroy them. Okay, and make them desolate. 14. Thousands and thousands are in the valley of judgment. It is there that the day of Yahweh will soon come. Okay, and America's over there, the war they can't win. Okay, America messed up. Okay, America messed up. Okay, they in a war. Okay, they're gonna be destroyed in this war. Okay, thermonuclear destruction is gonna destroy this place. Okay, it's going down. Okay, so you have to call upon the name of Almighty Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. This place is going to be destroyed. Okay, America's in a war they can't win. Okay, they're going to get missiles dropped on them. The book of Yoel, chapter 3, verse 9. Make this announcement among the nation. Prepare for war. Call the warriors. Gather all the soldiers and march. Hammer the points of your plows into swords and your pruning knives into spears. Even the weak must fight. Hurry and come, all your surrounding nations, and the valley, and gather in the valley. Okay, the valley in the Hebrew tongue is Armageddon. Let's get it. So if you want to make it out of here with your life, you better call upon the names of Yahweh, Yahushai, so you can make it out of here with your life when this thing goes down. The book of Revelations, I'll leave you with this. The book of Revelation 16, verse 16. Then the spirits brought the kings together in a place that in the Hebrew is called Armageddon. Okay, this man's gonna meet his end. Okay, this man's gonna be destroyed. Okay, he can't win this war. Okay, so I'd like to give all praises and honor and glory to Almighty Yahweh, Yahushai, Almighty Yahweh, Yahushai. Give all praises and glory. Shalom.